brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Shirley 1 Butler Humiston, age 76 of Coleman, will be at 11 a.m. today at Coleman First United Methodist Church. The body will lie in state at the church from 10 to 11 a.m. Interment will be in Coleman City Cemetery. Funeral services for Mrs. Louise Lovell, 87 of Coleman, will be today at 10 a.m. from Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Interment in Holly Pond Cemetery. Moss Service is directing. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
Fire, accident, storm. They all happen in Coleman County, and for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with companies like Auto Owners, State Auto, and Southern Guarantee. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Nelda. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2. It is the 8th day of September. September is International Square Dancing Month.
Oh, really?
Yes. Not national. International.
International. Wow.
I wonder how many countries they square dance.
I don't know. Can you imagine them in Japan square dancing in their little kimonos? With those little shoes. I can just, imagine some little Japanese.
I think that's more of an American thing.
Yes, me too.
Did you and Mike ever do square dancing?
No, but in 6th grade I did square dancing.
6th grade.
I loved it. That was something in PE we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I learned how to square dance.
The ones dance with the 2s?
Yes.
The 3s dance with
the 4s,
yeah.
yes. And I loved it, but I don't think I've ever done it since then.
I haven't.
Did you ever learn in school?
No,
yeah.
It always looks like fun.
It is. It really is.
Never have done it.
Oh, well, internationally they are enjoying it all month long.
That's right, and we're missing out.
I know it.
We need to put that on our bucket list.
Yes, we do. Go square dancing sometime.
Square dancing. Okay, let's start with the weather for today. We had a great weekend. Let's see if the weather will continue. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Here's the almanac for the 8th of September. The average high temperature is 88. The average low is 61. It got up to 103 in 1954. And the low 50 degrees, 1963. Sunset 3 minutes after 7, and sunrise tomorrow at 6:25. There's the satellite picture. You can see what's going on around the southeast. And here's our forecast for today. We have a 50% chance of rain today with a high of 89. For tonight, slight chance of rain, low of 69, and tomorrow 89 once again with a slight chance of rain. We look to the extended forecast, look toward next weekend when we get here. 92 on Wednesday, 90 Thursday, but by Saturday and Sunday, high of 79 and 82 with lows of 59 and 60.
Wow.
Can you say autumn?
Yeah, wow.
that?
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, so we're going to go from Wednesday high of 92 to Saturday of 79.
I know. Well, this is typical Alabama weather.
That's true. That's true.
It changes from day to day,
Yeah.
hour to hour.
Well, obviously you're celebrating Auburn's victory.
Yes.
Yeah, Auburn's victory. I was going to say or LSU, but you're in the wrong colors.
Right, right.
Got Auburn on today.
Definitely, yes.
That's right.
Didn't play a very tough team this weekend. None of them, Alabama, LSU, or Auburn.
Yeah.
They all played
But they
outside
all
of
look
the
good.
Yes, they do. They do. And
They
this-
all look good.
Good
So,
games for them. Good practice games for them. So,
The
yeah.
SEC was 11-0
Oh, really?
in non-conference games.
Wow.
So, but yeah, they didn't really play the best of competition.
No,
So
but that's
that'll be
okay.
changing in the next few days.
My alma mater, McNeese, from Louisiana, from Lake Charles, they lost to Nebraska, but I understand they really played a tough game, and they lost at the very end, so that was pretty good. I was very proud
Did
of
you
them.
see the play they lost on?
No, I did not.
The Nebraska running back ran over 50 yards, and I think he bounced off of every McNeese defender to score the touchdown.
Wow.
They had so many missed tackles on this guy and so forth. He just kept going and going and going and won the game.
Oh, well, that's a
McNeese
shame.
did play them a whale
Yeah.
of a good ball game.
Yes, yes.
And for the people who have never heard of McNeese, Jacqueline's alma mater.
That's right. That's
They're in
right.
Louisiana.
That's right. Southwest Louisiana, Lake Charles, the McNeese Cowboys.
That's right.
And the band director at that time when I was in college was T. Lou. He was our...
Lou?
T. Lou, that was his name.
That his whole name?
No, I think that was
Oh.
his first name, but not band director, but who is the band major? The
Oh, the drum major.
drum major, yes.
Oh,
His
okay.
name was T. Lou.
Okay.
So
Okay, well, let's see. Who's our Facebook friend for today?
let's take a look at that. That's Delane Carty. Call me. It looks like what she's saying. Well, you call us and come on down here and get that certificate because we're going to give you, of course, a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. And she likes Andy Griffith, and I love Lucy. So,
Well, good for her.
Yeah, it's very good for her. Yay.
And who is our guest for today?
Well, Dr. Mike, I can't talk this morning. Mancuso is back with us. Of course, he is running for the Senate seat here in Coleman County in the area. So anyway, we're going to visit with him again today.
He looks like he's dressed to go to work.
I think he is.
Yeah.
He just got called in.
We will talk with Doc Mancuso right after this.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
We had been called up for the first time. Wildfires were getting close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
Better when you're coming back if you win, right?
You're exactly right. Tim, we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Let's go back and kind of review that game a little bit if you will. It's meeting in the regional game tomorrow night in the home opener. The Eagles are going to travel to Cordova and Walker County this Friday evening, looking to remain. Johnny Thornton analyzes Coleman Bearcat football.
Coleman County, kickoff is set for 7 o'clock this Friday night. Good luck, Coach, to you.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Doc Mancuso is our guest today. Doc is running for the state senate. Thank you for coming in again.
Oh, it's my pleasure. You know, you've all been so good to me. This is my 3rd time here.
Yes.
And we wanted to let you have the first dibs on it, is that before we put out our press release today, we have a 3-component press release that's going statewide. One is that if elected, I'm not taking a salary. I think that this is one of the most important things about political issues that people are concerned about when they have legislators that are taking a full-time salary for a part-time job. I don't believe that that's correct, and I think a lot of people out there don't think that as well. And especially with the economy the way it is nationally and statewide, this is just kind of a way of saying, look, this job was basically set up by the founding fathers to be a volunteer, and so that was one of the issues that I felt very strongly about. So not taking a salary. I believe in term limits. I think that if I get elected again, I will be introducing legislation for the term limits for these legislators. And then the second thing is, the third thing is that I believe that the salaries should be pushed back to about a 1998 salary, where that's a nice reduction. That money now could be thrown back into the funds and then be redistributed, whether that's to teachers or for whatever projects should be needed. And I think that's another concern too. Again, I think pay is the biggest thing. When you see the amount of money that's crossing hands in Montgomery, it's kind of staggering. And I think a lot of people are turned off by politics specifically because of the money. If you look at what's happening in the papers, I picked up a paper, I came down to Cracker Barrel because I love Cracker Barrel, and I picked up one of the papers, and I was in the paper with the senator, and he has an accumulation of about $500,000. I don't know if you read that, but that's obscene. And you know, having experience down in Montgomery, one of the things that you notice is that this kind of money is being pushed toward, let's say, in this case, a senator who's pretty much lackluster. I mean, it's only been 4 years. No one, if you check across the board in the state, no one gets $500,000 for a senator that doesn't have that much power. So there's something going on that I think a lot of people should know. The other thing is that once you take this money, you're pretty much, I say you're pretty much paid for. You can't make decisions the way you normally should if you don't take the money. When I ran the first time, I took very little money from what we call the PAC groups, because that way you don't owe people anything. When I make a decision, I had lobbyists come up to me and said, look, Doc, we want you to vote for this. And then I would say to them, did I take any money from you? And they said, well, no. And I said, then I'm not voting the way you want me to. I said, I'm voting the way the people want me to. So I think this is kind of a nice way to bring this. The next thing that you'll see is everything that you see happening, whether it's money being given to a legislator, is planned out. The next thing that you're going to be hearing now about this senator is that, more than likely, the governor will come up here and then he'll announce some big project. Or you'll see a few roads coming through that you said, boy, look at this, and maybe it's attributed to this man. It's not. These things are all planned. It's choreographed. So people have to know those things. And like I said, just keep your eyes posted in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And because we're in the campaigning season, and the administration will want to keep their players. They don't want to change midstream. So keep your eye on that. That's maybe something that's very interesting.
Let me ask you this. Can a candidate for like the state senate reasonably finance a campaign without PAC money?
Well, it depends on how you do it. You know, there are different ways. Like I've always run my campaigns on a limited budget. I try to get money from the average person. The guy who comes in my office and says, here's 5, here's 20. I had one contributor from North Alabama, not even in my district, who happened to be a patient of mine, and he said, I've been following you for years. He says, even though you're not in my district, I know that you're representing Alabama. He says, you don't just stay in your district, but you help, broaden things. And he gave us, one gentleman gave me $5,000 and one gave me $1,000. Now that's not the norm, but the norm is for someone to come into my office or send a check for $20 or $100. That seems to be the average range, $20 to $100. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can do it. I mean, the other thing too is it's about volunteering. I have people from high school, I have people from college. That's the kind of broad base you want, because these are the kids that you get involved in their lives, and then they in turn may be the next group of legislators coming through. And you need to set an example. Whenever I would have kids come down to Montgomery to visit, paging, we'd put these kids on close things with me, with whether it's go pick up some chips and some Cokes for us, or can you run this legislation down or up to the Senate? It really is a remarkable experience to see these kids getting involved. So yeah, you can do that. You can do that. And if a person takes a sign, I personally don't like when people put signs in their yards. I think it's kind of an intrusion. It's like, and plus you're imposing. That's the worst thing about campaigning is the imposition that you may be putting people in. So I don't do that. I don't ask people, oh, I need your vote, you have to get the vote. It's like, no. I think a reasonable person who will talk to me or, pick up a brochure or go to our website and has your two, interviews on, they can click it and they can make a good educational and reasonable decision. I think that's good.
But signs are what people see. They see.
Oh, no, you can have signs. Like we put signs on the road, and we'll put up, let's say, you could have a billboard or you could have a TV commercial. That's important. The name recognition. I think that's important. And if you look at our sign, I've done something different. I've developed a new type of sign. My sign, if you've seen them, my sign not only has just my name, but it also has 3 symbols. If you look at today's world, everything's iconic. And you click it on the computer, and I said, you know what? I'm not getting my money's worth out of my sign. I want people to know not only my name, but I want people to know who I am. So I have an American flag on my sign that tells that I'm an American. I'm proud of that. I wouldn't trade that for the world. And I come from a strong family of patriotic people who served in D-Day and Anzio and the Bataan March. I mean, I have a strong history with that. And then also my next symbol is my little fish there, and that shows that I'm a Christian. That's one of the things that I think people are always saying, "Are you a Christian?" And some people wear that as a badge. I don't wear that as a badge, but I say, "Hey, this is part of my life. This is kind of a nice path that I like to follow." And then the last thing is the medical sign, because it says that, hey, this is what he does, possibly for a living, or this is a field that he knows something about. So I want people to know who I am. And for the low information voter, they may only get to see my sign. Mm-hmm. And they're going to say, well, okay, 3 symbols, I remember those things, or no, I don't even know what that means. They may say he likes to fish, I don't know.
Doc, I mentioned to you before we started, I wanted to talk about education a little bit today. Nobody is against education.
No.
Disagreements are how we're going to allocate money. Right. Give the thoughts, if elected, what you would like to do.
This is one of my best areas. When I was down in the State House, medicine was, I put that almost as secondary. Even though I had to fight to be put on the health committee. They don't want people usually who know information on those committees. But I was also put on the educational committee, and that was my favorite, because I started programs and helped support programs like accelerated reading, accelerated math programs. These were all things that I had put in my districts. We did virtual libraries, as a whole, as a legislature, we did that. I also personally put in with the monies that I was able to get out of Montgomery, foreign language programs in all my elementary schools. So we started with French, and the reason why I started with that was 85% of English is French. I started programs where I sent kids down to the American Village so that they could incorporate what they're learning in school history-wise with what's actually going on down in Montgomery, which is like not Montgomery, Birmingham, which is like a small Williamsburg. I started scholarship programs for vocational programs for kids that, and now that's a big buzzword, oh, we have to get kids vocationally trained. We started this back in, I started this back in '98, working with the programs with high schools and Calhoun College. And then I also started a scholarship program. I had 3 high schools in my district. I took the top 3 kids that were in that high school, and prior to going to college, I set up a scholarship program where they were able to take classes. So they were 4 credits ahead of where they would be. So that's wonderful. That's in that small area. Legislatively, back in '98 to 2002, that's when I was there, we started that first class program, the pre-K that the governor that we have now has been very supportive. He's actually increased it, I think it started with 10 million, and now he's going to be asking for 38 million. So I give Governor Bentley a real round of applause for that one. That's a good one, because that's actually one of the top national programs in the United States where people now copy our program. So for once, they're looking toward Alabama educationally to start these kids on pre-K. So that's good, and that was all done as a teamwork program. It wasn't just, oh, we're just Republicans doing this or we're just Democrats. It was everybody involved in that. So that's that. Now you have the K to 12, which is really sad because they've cut that now, or last time, $200 million. Now, if you're trying to get kids to be better educated, let's say in the state of Alabama, college-wise, why would you be cutting the $200 million out of the K to 12? And then they're giving now, I think for the next few years, 20% more to the higher education. Now that's a little unbalanced in my approach. I mean, college tuition now is going up faster than healthcare costs. It's going higher than housing. If you look, people are always saying, well, housing is up, and this is up, and medicine and medical expenses are so high. College tuition is going higher than those 2 factors. Families today cannot afford to send their kids to college, and if they did, let's say they got a scholarship, or not even a scholarship, let's say they'd get a loan. These loans, these kids can't pay back. By the time they graduate college, which most of the time I have an issue with this, because it used to be 4 years for college. When you went to college 4 years. Now it takes 5 and 6 years to get a 4-year degree. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And when these kids come out, they're so far in the hole that they can't go out and stimulate the economy like getting a job, buying a house, buying a new car. They're now going back home and living with their parents. This is just not right. And then they can't pay back their loans. And that's one of the things that even if you declare bankruptcy, you can't default on those loans. Those loans and that amount of money follows you no matter where you go. So that's not right. I think that our kids are not being prepared well in the K to 12. Because when they get to college, they're taking remedial classes. Now, you shouldn't be accepted to college if you have to take remedial college classes to get to college. So we're failing the kids in the K to 12 area. I don't think that that's right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're all out of time.
Whoa, that was quick.
Well, yes.
It was great talking to you.
It was great listening to you.
Well, I had so much.
We'll just have to make a date to do it again.
Well, as always, that would be wonderful. Thank you
Doc.
so much. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it.
We'll be back with more right after this.
As soon as you've conquered coq au vin, there's chocolate to souffle. There's baklava to build from scratch, and béarnaise to top epic fillets. There is you and your guts, and heat that you can trust. KitchenAid Even Heat technology gives you incredible control over sautéing, melting, and simmering, and the most even baking across all racks. And when everything you try turns out, there's so much more to make.
I realized at that moment, these people really needed us. And I was going to make a difference, right here in my community.
Be there for your community at NationalGuard.com.
We've got a safe driver headed toward the freeway. He is doing 44 in a 45. Now
in the nation, Safe just got a little more exciting. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Just another way we put members first, because we don't have shareholders.
Bill, that's a perfect merge. That was flawless.
Nationwide is on your side.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
We continue with more of Today on 2. We have stuff to give away. What stuff do we have?
I don't know. Let's take a look.
Oh, we have tacos from Casa Cafe. And let's see what's in. We have a round of golf at Chesley Oaks Golf Course. And one more thing. Large 5-topping pizza courtesy of Coleman Pizza Hut. Those are the prizes. Here we go with our ads. We'll ask you a question, of course, about one of these ads. Starting with frostings, flavors of the month, cinnamon roll, that's good. Snickers, have you ever had a Snickers?
No.
Snickers
Oh my
cupcake.
gosh.
And monkey breath.
Oh my gosh. Steel Orchard, highest quality products at the best possible price since 1985. 20 different varieties of apples.
The Wellness and Aquatic Center, you can save money and buy a membership, but you can pay by the day. Day passes are available to use any and all of the facilities at the Wellness and Aquatic Center.
And Casa Cafe, and of course they have specials every day, and tacos, fajitas, burritos, and more. Buffet on Fridays and Sundays, located at 509 Main Avenue. Oh, there it is.
Pie versus apple
Pumpkin pie, my favorite, Blizzard.
Ooh. Are those both this month?
I think
Or is that this
so.
month and next month?
I don't know.
I
It looks
vote
like
for
it.
apple pie.
Well, I'll vote for pumpkin.
Okay.
Renard's Gallery and Gifts, where they have jewelry and, of course, prints and gifts, and they do framing, a great job of framing, located right there on First Avenue.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue for just $14.99. You can feed the family. You get a pound of barbecue and all the sides.
Farmers Insurance, Tommy Warhurst is the agent, located right there next to Specialty Pharmacy. Call today for a free quote. Tommy Warhurst at Farmers Insurance.
You've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and service. You can still count on them today. That's Mullins Body Shop, 256-734-1353.
Chesley Oaks Golf Course, open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. 18-hole golf course, full practice facility, beautifully manicured bent greens, and 4 sets of tees to suit golfers of all abilities.
Earl's Body Shop, voted best automotive repair in Coleman. They do towing, large and small, local or long distance, on Highway 31 North. Earl's Body Shop. It's not very often that I have a question about a phone number.
Ooh.
They're kind of hard to remember.
Yes.
But I do read this one frequently.
Okay.
256-734-1353. We'll get which advertiser. You know that one?
I think I do, but
256-734-1353 is the phone number for which advertiser. Let's see, you win a couple of tacos from Casa Cafe, a round of golf at Chesley Oaks, and the large 5-topping pizza from Pizza Hut.
good deal.
Yeah, good prizes. And our phone number is 256-734-7399. Go ahead and call in while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank. They tell me we stumped the audience.
All right.
I don't do that very often. 256-734-1353. I'll have to remember that phone number and use that again.
Yes.
Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. We already showed you the ad that has that phone number in it. Here we go with the rest of our merchant ads for today, starting with Deb's Bookstore. She has a book signing and a autograph on Saturday, September 27th. Meet Max's Friends. What's the book? Max? Something about Max.
Yeah, Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. Licensed inflatable slides, water slides, obstacle courses, bounce slide combos, and concession equipment rentals. All available at Jolly Time Rentals.
Berkeley Bob's Coffee House and Whole Earth Store has the complete espresso bar, organic, fair trade, and shade-grown specialty coffees. Matter of fact, we bought some of Berkeley Bob's special blend and had that this weekend. Good coffee. Open mic night next week.
And let's see, Pizza Hut all-you-can-eat lunch buffet, a new featured pizza every day. Lunch buffets from 11 to 2 for just $6.49, and Sunday night buffet in the evening from 5 to 8.
Grand Point Pharmacy is more than just a pharmacy. They have a gift shop. You can see Auburn, Alabama paraphernalia there, and a coffee shop. They also sell fresh coffee.
And Tires for Less, featuring Bridgestone and Firestone tires, but they're more than just tires. Get your oil changed there, minor engine repairs done, shocks and brakes changed as well.
Cotton State Barns, you can buy or rent to own. There's no credit check, you're automatically approved. Barns starting at $14.96 at Cotton State Barns.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear and Formal Wear, Coleman's only men's specialty store for suits and sport coats, located at 217 Compass Way. And they have out-of-town groomsmen that are no problem if you're getting married. So Mr. Hicks Menswear and Formal Wear.
There we go with our merchant ads for today. We'll continue with more of Today on 2 with our birthdays and community billboards right after this.
I sell paintings of cats.
I sell antique cameras. I sell mufflers.
Surfboard.
Stemware.
I have no idea how to pack this.
I need help. I need experts. It's fragile. Can you be trusted?
The UPS Store Pack and Ship Guarantee. We pack it, we ship it, we guarantee it.
So if anything happens to this,
we'll take care of it.
I love logistics.
We pack it, we ship it, we guarantee it at the UPS Store.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Coleman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Let's take a look at our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Southern Circuit Tour of Independent Filmmakers will be doing a free movie screening on Thursday, September the 11th at 6 in the evening. Wallace State Community College is hosting it at the Evelyn Burrow Museum, and a question and answer session with the filmmakers will follow the screening. I Speak Now, I believe, is the name of the movie. And a countywide yard sale at Smith Lake Park on Saturday, September the 13th. Sale begins at 7 a.m. Free to the public. Vendor fees are just $10. Sons of Liberty are sponsoring a charity motorcycle ride to benefit Wounded Warriors Project on September the 13th from 8 until 5 at Sportsman's Lake Park, right here in Coleman at 256-339-1212 is the number you can call for more information. And book signing and photographs. Of course, that's going to be on Saturday, September the 27th from 10 until 2 at Deb's Bookstore. Meet Max's Friends from the Coleman County Animal Shelter. They will host a special adoption event here, and you can find your own magnificent or cool cat, Sam. All right. And if you have a community billboard, you can send it to us at channel2coleman.com. You can give us a call at 256-734-7399 or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman. And let's wish a happy birthday to Sarah Mann, Maddie Townsend, Sherry Kelly, and Ann Mullins. Their names will go into a drawing on Friday where you have the possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Let's check the weather. Brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. 50% chance of rain today with a high of 89. Slight chance of rain tonight and tomorrow. Low tonight 69. High tomorrow once again 89 degrees. And what do we have lined up for tomorrow?
Let me see. Joel's band?
Yeah.
Oh.
Joel Burks will be co-hosting tomorrow, and he's going to bring the band.
Well, right. It's going to have some music going on here tomorrow.
Maybe rock the show.
Okay.
All right. That's our program brought to you by Premier Bank.